The 36th edition of the Regates Royales draws to a close on Saturday in Cannes. You're watching the Sailing Updates Destopnews. Welcome to the office. The 5 days long regatta ends in typical Côte d'Azur conditions with blue skies, warm weather and light airs. The conditions are light on the final day, however the race committee manages to send the fleet on a coastal race. Among the spirit of tradition, Shamrock 5's powerful sailor is not enough to steal victory from Freya, clinching it with only 1 point to spare. Sirius wins almost easily in the vintage Marconi under 15 meters, leaving behind her fellow Italian crews on Giallina and Cholita. In the Trophy New class, Speedbird ends with a clear score of 4 wins. In some classes, the winner isn't decided until the very last race. In the vintage gaffers, Chinook trails Eva and Duet from the start, but finally manages to pull off victory with a 1 point margin. Similarly, in the Classics division, Sagittarius clinches victory thanks to the last race, pushing Nabi down from the highest step of the podium. The week is also very intense for the 12 meters class, with a strong debut by Vanity 5 and Wings. So much so that on the eve of the final day, the two leaders are separated by a mere 1 point. At the end of the much contested 10 races series, Vanity 5 jumps on the highest step of the podium, beating Wings by 3 points.
Large crowds gathered as the much-anticipated 2014 ISAF World Championship in Santander gave the final verdict last Sunday for over 1,200 medal hopefuls arriving from 81 nations to battle it out on Spain's Atlantic coast. Amid joy or despair every 4 years, this becomes the real cutout date for most of these dedicated athletes. No different this time, as just the 138 passes would open the gates to the next Rio 2016 Olympic Games, so the competition was ever more fierce, especially within national teams. Just 39 countries managed to secure at least one spot at Rio 2016, but Team France had the lion's share and was awarded the IOC President's Trophy as Best Overall Performing Nation. It started with Julien Bontemps and Charline Picon, winners in both the men and women RSX, and with Thomas Goyard also taking men's bronze. Then Billy Besson and Marie Rioux also clinched their gold in the NACRA 17s. While the medal tally here mostly confirmed ISAF World Cup season results in the 10 Olympic classes, there still were a few surprises. Among these, the gold for Austria with Lara Vadlau and Jola Ogar leading the series in the ladies 470, and holding back the London 2012 Golden Girls, Jo Ali and Polly Powery of New Zealand. No shakeups instead for the men's 470, as once again the Aussie powerhouse crew with Matt Belcher and Will Ryan dominated with 4 wins in 10 races, and took the gold over Croatia and Greece. Respecting the forecasts, the Kiwis ruled in the men's 49er with Peter Burling and Blair Tuke, winning 5 of 13 regattas and securing their Santander gold. A battle of Olympic proportion was just behind, as Beijing winners Warren Thompson of Denmark and London's winners Outridge and Jensen for Australia closed respectively with silver and bronze. In a tight series for the ladies 49er FX, rising stars Martine Graal and Kahena Kunze ultimately managed to defeat the new European champions Nielsen and Olsen in a very close series. Staying 2 boats ahead of the Danes, the talented Brazilians made the medal race count, while Italy closed the podium with Giulia Conti and Francesca Klapčić. British sailor Giles Scott was simply unrivaled on the Finns and secured gold with 5 wins in 8 regattas. Holland dominated in the laser classes. As expected, Marit Bouwmaster easily took the gold in the laser radial. Nicholas Heiner in the men's laser standard instead broke the spell and defeated the likes of Burton, Thompson, Bull, and even the legendary Scheidt.
Rendezvous next week, same time, same place. Until then, goodbye and fair sailing.